Hey there, Soul Shines. It's Michelle here, and I'm inviting you to wake up and live. And with a brand new month, because today is November 1st, 2021, I wanted to start out with a card pull. So I have some cards here, so we can do a card pull for you. Just something to help us to give a little bit of focus in our life, a little bit of inspiration, some thoughts, so that we can have an incredible month. What are your goals for this month? Have you thought about that? And I just realized today, as I just had an incredible healing session with somebody who, most of my healing sessions lately have been me receiving the healing. She suggested at the end that I write or reevaluate my goals, and I realized I have been avoiding professional goals, like goals with my career. I've been avoiding goals with YouTube, things like that. So it's pretty exciting to be looking at that and doing some big time healing work, and exciting to see what's going to happen from it. Okay, so the deck that I'm using today, and I actually feel like I'm going to probably pull a card from my other deck, is this one, The Secret Language of Light, Transmissions from Your Soul, by Denise, Jarvie. And even though the cards are not in it, I'm going to put it back in its spot because it looks funny without it there. So I'm just going to pick 4 cards from this deck, and then I'm going to pull down the other deck, and we're going to do a card from there. I have glasses nearby in case I need to read anything. And let's get going. First card is being pulled. And let's just take a second before I even read this, before I even look at this. Let's just get connected. What if you were standing in the center of your soul, where your heart and your spirit and your mind and your body meet? The incredible, yummy place where your spirit is in control of everything and talks to your soul and talks to your body and your mind and your heart. Because your soul is really... It's this, your soul is kind of your purpose for being here, your mission, and it connects all of these aspects of you together. So what if you were standing in that place right now? What does it feel like to be there? And then what does it feel like to then allow energy from God, your higher power, to come down into your body and to fill you? What does it feel like to have that energy come down and fill you up? Still in the center of your soul, where your heart and your body meet, your mind and your soul, your spirit, where your spirit meets. Still in that place. And now, what if the Earth's energy were to come up and support you and to embrace you and just really help you be present in this world? How does that feel when that energy comes up and into your body? I can tell I wasn't grounded because I'm feeling it. Woo, feels nice and good. When you describe how it feels here, you are telling your mind that this is real and this is true. So be sure to describe it. You can describe it out loud, but at least describe it in your mind. How does it feel? I always feel lighter when I go to this place where my spirit, my body, my mind, my heart, that center of my soul place, I always feel lighter there. I feel more expansive. And if I become awareness of something that's heavy, I can send energy into it, I can send light into it, I can embrace it, and I can love it, and it just kind of relaxes. So in this connected place, let's look at the card and see what inspiration comes for us and what we have. This is the card, Vesica Piscis. I've had to look this one up. It's kind of where the two worlds meet. If you look here in the center, I was taught once upon a time that this is where you live in perfect co-centricity. So I was originally taught in a class that one side represents what you say, one side represents what you do, and then the center is where you have co-centricity. This is where your actions match what you say, and you are living the life that you say you're living. you can get it to where you have very little that you say, or you could really get them to where both circles overlap, where very little that you say is not supported by your actions. I mean, how often have we ourselves, or we've met people who say one thing, but their actions do another? The one of the memories coming to my mind right now is I was in an argument with my former mother-in-law, and she was screaming at me, "I love you." And I was like, that is so, no, if you were in a space of love, you would not be screaming at me. They don't meet, the actions don't meet. And that's just a silly example. There are so many examples of people saying one thing or believing they are a certain way and their actions say otherwise. Your actions actually come off of what's going on in your subconscious mind. So consciously, you believe something is true and you want it to be true. But subconsciously, you have some different programming going on, and your actions are going off of your subconscious responses to life. So that's just one way to look at this thing. You could also look at these circles as one side's the feminine side, one side's the masculine side, and here's the balance where they meet. Whatever you need. So, this is the life I want to live. This is the life that I'm experiencing. And this is the sweet spot where my life matches what I want. And my goal is to get them to overlap so that everything that I desire is what I'm experiencing. So just those are some examples of how you can use that card. Let's pick another card. And remember, take some breaths, get connected. Oh, I got some stiffness. Oh, that's another thing. Hey, move your body. We just had a card. Let's move our body between each card and allow the energy to percolate, to what is that word? Assimilate. And as it's percolating inside of us and assimilating inside of it, it's shaking off and letting go of things that aren't aligned with it anymore. And sometimes we store these things in our bodies. So when we move, we allow these things to come into our body. And just move however you want to move your body. Maybe you want to bounce for a little bit. This is good for your lymphatic system. Bouncing. Maybe you want to do some dancing. Do some dabbing, because, I got kids. I have a 12-year-old. You could do some flossing. I'm not very good at flossing right now because of my knee, but I used to be a very good flosser. I could do the rainbow floss. That was fun. I'm excited for my knee to come back so I can do those again. So just move your body. Okay, let's pick another card. And if you want to get up and dance, that's good too, because right now I'm sitting and so I'm not actually moving my legs. I gotta remember when I get done to just finish moving around so I can get some more. Aha. The next one is focus. Okay. I got super distracted, which is super ironic considering the card that I pulled is focus. And the thought that I had that I'm going to be deleting because of my lack of focus was this card here. This is about for the month of November, be working on bringing your worlds together so that you can be living in that sweet spot. We're going to be working on focus. What you focus on grows. For the month of November, there are so many people focusing on the energy of gratitude. What a perfect opportunity to participate in this energy and helping it grow within you. If you're already a grateful person, then this opportunity just helps you to grow it more. I'm going to be doing a focus on gratitude as well, but I also have some other things I'm focusing on how I am capable instead of focusing on what I'm not capable of, things like that. So what do you need to focus on? Are you putting your focus on negative things? Are you putting your focus on positive things? Let's turn our thoughts, our focus to higher vibrations. Whew. made it through without commenting on what was distracting me. I'll tell you, I have a mouse I can see in the kitchen over there. It's been super distracting. And I can hear one over here, and that's distracting. Remember to get centered. Oh, we're going to move our bodies so we can get so focused moving into our bodies. The next card, Insight. Oh, the thoughts that are coming to my mind as I'm thinking about Insight and what I'm doing for November is, I realized I've talked about motivators for goals. And I think that was my last video or the time before that. It's been a really recent video. And which would mean it was an October 2021 video if you're watching this way in the future. But I talked about people being motivated by just setting a goal, they achieve them, bam, bam, awesome. I've talked about people who need to find their purpose, build their why. Talked about people who are motivated by passion, they need to make it fun or maybe give themselves rewards. The peacemakers are the ones that I haven't known how to motivate, and that includes myself. How do I motivate it? This card reminds me of that, because I accomplish things when I stay connected to my higher power, when I tune in and I say, what is the next step? What is the next thing you want me to do? When I tune into that higher power, when I say, here's some of the goals I have in my life, what would it take to achieve those? And I go from that centered place, that connected place, which is my peace place, then I achieve my goals. And this is what it's reminding me is stick with my insight. Tune into my insight. This is inner sight. Inner sight. This is what I see inside of me, what I hear inside of me, because I actually have more hearing than I do seeing. But pay attention to the images that come into your mind. Pay attention to the promptings that you feel in your body, or you hear the things that you just know. Pay attention to that inspired part of you. Tune into your inner visions, your inner sights, both for accomplishing your goals, and just practice throughout the month of November. See what happens. Last card from this deck for this month, grounding. I just love this picture. It's so pretty. The sky, the light coming from way up above. To me, this is probably the more important part of grounding. Oh, we forgot to move. Move insight into your body. Moving insight into your body. I like to do flowy things. Okay. And to me, being connected above is one of the most important places, part of being grounded. But as I showed you earlier, when I turned the earth and turned to her as an embrace, and considered the earth more feminine than masculine, the earth is truly a balance. There is feminine and masculine, and an incredible balance of both. But as for myself, I was spending so much time thinking about the earth supporting me, but I needed the earth to embrace me. I needed to turn into that energy of the feminine. And when I've done that, the grounding that I feel, the willingness to be here is so much better. So what if for the month of November we practice being embraced by the earth and inspired by God, your higher power? And what if we just allow those energies to fill our soul? In that centered place where we're connected to our heart and our spirit and our mind and our whole being and our bodies, everything that's about us connects in the center of our soul. That's where we are really us. And what if while we're there, we're also grounded, connected above, connected below? That's a really fun energy to think about for the month. I'm liking that. I'm definitely liking that. Okay, I will put these cards away after, but I'm going to pull one card from this deck. This deck is the Flower of Life, Wisdom of Astar, and it's also by Denise Jarvie. I really like her cards, and this is the one that I need to have my glasses for, because these cards have a lot of words, and I'm just probably mostly going to read them. See how pretty the backs are? They're just so pretty. I love the rainbows, the soft rainbows on the star, and the way the colors fade into each other. Okay, this is our last card for today, for the month of November. What is inspiring us? You might want to take and write down these words, or draw images to represent them. Did I put them back in? Like, you might want to draw the 2 circles for that one. Vesica Piscis. Vesica Piscis. If you want to write that word down, stick them on cards for the month. If you have a vision board, stick them. Focus. Stick them on your vision board. Insight and grounding. If you have your own deck of cards, you can pull a card, or you can, if you have these decks, you can pull the cards out and kind of stick them up. Some people do that. They pull a card and they just stick it up for the whole month so they can look at the card all month. Okay, so this one. This card is now. Now. And see, it's just a card with a lot of words. And that's what all of them are. They have like some soft background colors that change, so they're pretty. But breathe into your heart and embrace all that you allow or resist. I love that, because I definitely believe in embracing the good and the bad, embracing it all. I find that when I embrace it, everything just kind of melts into magic, and it's incredible. Feel this present moment as you enter the space of now. What does it feel like to be in the place of now? For myself, I noticed that I had energy shifting as if I wasn't present, and now I am. So what would it feel like to be in the space of now? Slip into the stillness with an open heart and mind, and feel the honesty of your being. So what does that feel like, to feel the honesty of your being? Each moment of your life is filled with wonderment, challenges, joy, and sorrow. Allow all things to be as they are right now, and you will feel free to be who you are. Each moment releases the wisdom, love, and empowerment needed to bring balance to every situation, person, or place. Active inner energy in that moment. If you're focused, why is it every time I start talking about focus, the mice go crazy? If you're focused somewhere else in this space or time, you miss the gift. For the only time we ever truly have is now. Be present and you will feel the empowerment of your truth. So maybe write the word now for November. And I just have to say, I'm laughing at myself. I just got done talking about embracing. I am embracing the distractions of the mice. I'm embracing that. I'm embracing the distractions, even though I just saw it, and that startled me. I'm embracing that startledness. It's actually why I have like a huge bunch of stuff. Hey, I see you. Go away. I have a huge bunch of stuff here that I like angle things so you can't see it. And the mice are part of the reason why I have been hesitant to clean it. But I'm embracing the now, right? I'm embracing the now, and embracing the now is recognizing that I do have mice, and it's what's happening right now in my life. There are mice. And I can let them control me, or I can let it go and realize that they're not going to want to be by me while I'm moving stuff. So even if they're there, I might get startled and they'll run away or whatever, but just like when he realized that I was looking at him, he took off. Okay. I'm so sorry, I got so distracted. I love you guys so much. I want you guys to have an amazing month. I felt really inspired that doing a card pull for the month would be awesome. So, I hope that you can take these words and really apply them. I am going to remember. Oh, look at the time over there on that clock. That clock is 10 minutes, 11, 12 minutes slow, but it says 1:11. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. So I'm going to write these words down for myself so that I can refer to them frequently throughout the month. So that I can remember that I'm focusing on being focused, grounded, now. What was the other? Insight and Vesica Piscis. So I'm going to make a little thing for me to look at. I love you guys so much. Remember to let your light shine big, bright, live, and beautiful. And I will see you guys next time. Need to change what I am. Go away, mouse. There is a mouse that I can see. Luckily, he's pretty small. But, he stopped and just was staring at me. And that was, weird. Okay. What you focus on. Gross. Don't focus on the mice. So, I guess that was just an example of distraction, right? What is up with that mouse? Love that the weather is getting cold and the mice are showing up now. I focus on where I've come. If I focus on